Oh, right. Just my headset here. I forgot that I made that. There's a zombie dying. It's not that one. Alright, well, let me pull my chat up here. This thing's always so hard to get right. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna need Silk Touch, because I need a lot of stone. Alright, so here's my idea. I'm gonna make a bunch of picks. And we enchant them. Hey, Yosef, how you doing? Why are you still dying? You should have died like an hour ago. Mr. Long Arms. He was taking a lot of punishment. He was taking so much punishment. He was in the sun for like a solid 2 minutes, on fire that whole time. It took like 3 slaps from me. Like, man. What a beast. Okay, iron. Here we go. I actually don't... Wow. I don't want to use up the lava, though. Like, this feels like a bit of a waste. Okay, do I have anything else to melt? Not really, no. Okay. Whoop. Little iron, here we go. If that's the case, we can just do this instead. Maybe I should be more focused and interested in gathering more iron, because man, my iron supply is beyond low. Practically non-existent low. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. It's rather unlikely I'm going to do 3, 3, 3, but still. Just exhausted from manual labor with my dad in the garden, taking out my old plant next to an ant pile. Ah, understandable. Very understandable. I've been looking into a new mower after mine burst into flames. And, it's gonna cost me 7 grand. I don't have 7 grand. So, I'm just doing as much as I can to earn that, you know? Including, you know, live streaming, playing games to do entertainment. Hopefully people will be, generous to donate, you know? Now, naturally, I don't expect anyone to give me 7,000. Hell, I don't expect anyone to give me 1,000. Hell, I don't even expect anyone to give me 100 or even 50 or hell, even 20. But it's more like a, hey, collectively, if all, like, 314 of my subscribers, like, donated even, like, $5, like, that would help immensely, you know? Okay. Don't have any extras. Alright. Well, here we go. Unbreaking efficiency. Okay. Unbreaking efficiency. Okay. Fortune. Fortune. Alright, we'll hold on to it then. Well, yeah. I'll just go put that back there. I'm trying to get Silk Touch on the pickaxe, just so that way it's a bit easier on myself. I mean, then again, I do basically have infinite lava to burn stuff with, so I guess it's not the biggest deal in the universe. It'd be easier, but, you know. Okay. Is any cobble in here? Surprisingly, no. What about deep slate? I got a project in mind to make something really beautiful, so I'm like trying to think, you know. Polished andesite. I mean, that could be the floor. The walls need to be stone brick. Like, this is the floor, so... yeah. Well, down to tier 16 I go. You know, I've never really explored the whole mine shaft. Maybe I should try that sometime. I mean, I do have my compass, so I can't realistically get lost. Though I don't have milk on me. Let's just take a look around. Dead end. Dead end. And also dead end. But it does... Never mind, that must have been a coal vein. Okay, so that whole path is a dead end. I guess that's why I cut those off. To help me realize. And also dead end. Okay. So I'd have to go in through the other side anyway. Yeah, it's me, BZ Squall from Final Fantasy. How'd you know? I am the Final Fantasy. I need a lot of stone for a building project I have in mind. I gotta figure out where I want to put it, though. Like, I want it to be relatively close to my home. So, I don't know, maybe somewhere in the back there on that hill. I'd have to get rid of all those trees, though. That's a shame. What did your wife say? I forgot to show her. Oh, my bad. She's feeling a bit sick, so I got preoccupied with that. I forgot to show her that. I'll, do that later when she gets off from work this time. This time, I'm gonna try my best to remember. If she's in the mood, of course. Sometimes, you know... Sometimes things don't go the way you want them to. But that's neither here nor there. I'm really just trying to make as much content as I can, hoping that more people will donate to me, because, I need $7,000 to replace the mower that burst into flames. And I do not have that much money on me. Hell, I probably won't have that much money in like another month, if even that. That's assuming I don't spend any, which obviously you're gonna have to. It's just so unfortunate, man. It's just so unfortunate. Okay, interesting little cavern. Oh, there's some iron. Got all that. And thank you, BZ. I hope she'll be better too. Okay. Nice. Alright. Guess I could always use it. There we go. Only 3, that's kind of rare. Usually coal is in a gigantic clump, you know. Okay, come on. Come on. Yeah, good enough. There we go. What happened to that, like, I know where it is, but, like, I'm trying to remember. Like, I enchanted a diamond pick, and I put it away just in case I died while exploring the nether. What was the enchantments on it? I don't remember. I genuinely can't remember. Guess we'll just have to go back and find out. Wait. There, right here. Here we go. How much do I have so far? 2 stacks. Oh, yeah. A little bit less than 2 stacks. Let's try to get it a little bit more. I could wait until I have 30 of my levels. Man, if only I could find a Crimson Forest in the Nether. If I could do that, I could earn so much experience. And infinite leather. And infinite food, man. You know, I get it's trying to be rewarding, because it's like, you know, you have to defeat a whole bunch of really, really strong enemies, but... I mean, it's kind of trivial with a bow, so... I don't know. Okay, let's leave that for when we get the fortune pick, too. Just have to remember this right here. Shouldn't be the hardest thing to remember. It's in the Shadow Realm. Again, like, I know where it is, but... Oh, no, wait, you're talking about the Crimson Forest. Yeah, I can't find any. Like, granted, I haven't explored that deep, but, like, still. It's kind of hard to explore the Nether, honestly. It's genuinely difficult to do so. Just because, it's genuinely difficult to do so because where I spawned in, it's so hilly. Like, this entire seed is just nothing but mountains and hills. Like, even in the other dimension, it's just so damn hilly. I'll tell you right now, 4 stacks, that's not going to be enough for what I have planned. I'm going to make something really big and grand, and I'm thinking of putting it on that hill there. Not sure. Not sure yet. Iron, here we go. Diamond. It was just efficiency, okay. Alright. A bit unfortunate, but okay. Iron. Like, I want to do that, but... Man. Like, I think I want to put it, like, where that hill is. No, that's a little bit too hilly. I could probably try to flatten the land right here out. Yeah, you know what? I'll try that. Why not? If I flatten out the land on the little hill on my right here, maybe that'll be enough. Maybe. Didn't I have... I don't know. I think I made some copper shovels up here earlier. No? Did I put it somewhere incorrect? I'll take that cobble, though. I guess not. I'm also gonna need some yellow dye for... Okay, well that's gonna be trivial to get. I'm gonna need a lot of sand. An absolute ton of cobblestone. So... should be alright then. Okay. Put this right here at the rest. And copper. 7 should probably be... That's probably overkill, honestly, if anything. Eh, but still. Okay. Well, let's get to landscaping. Put that there. Quick despawn. Okay. I could try to flatten out the land right here. Like, entirely. Try to make it, like, an even point with the house. That could work. It's gonna suck if I run into stone, because then I'd have to, like, replace all the stone with, dirt, but, you know. It works out. Also, I was rewatching one of my streams, the stream I did yesterday, and, like, I couldn't help but notice that the music in the stream was substantially louder than what I hear with my own ears, and it's kind of worrisome. Like, I don't know if that's just, like, a weird thing with the recording. I don't know if that's just because my headphones aren't the best. I don't know if that's because my hearing is, like, not great. I don't know. I mean, I am worried I damaged my hearing a few days ago because I had to listen to shit at an insane volume because it was outside in a crowd and stuff, but, like, still. I feel like by now would have recovered. What am I gonna do with all the dirt I'm gonna accumulate from this? Man, I just realized, like, a whole extra part right here. Okay, that's fine, though. We don't need to get all of it. Not just yet, anyway. Let's... I'm gonna flatten out this part right here first. And then we'll see what it looks like from the side. It might not be necessary to build what I want to build right here, but I do want it to be at least somewhat close to my home. Granted, this is a little bit closer than somewhat, but, you know. Okay, place that. Man, I'm just really bummed, like, it's gonna cost me $7,000. Like, I do not have that much money. I'm not going to be able to for quite a while, either. It sucks. It really sucks. Okay. I guess it doesn't have to be 100% even, but... let me think. Why did this get picked up first? Weird. Alright, so if I did it from here, that'd be 1, 2, 3. That's 3 extra levels of work. Okay, so about right here. So then right about here, then. Right about here, and I'll see what we can do. Like, it'd be easier to get rid of all this than it would be for that. I don't know. I'll cut into the ground here, and I'll see how it goes. I'm probably going to have to end up flattening out the entire thing. Because what I have planned is going to be pretty big. How big? I want it to be about 20 by 20. Actually, no, I want it to be longer than wide, so... it's going to end up being like 20 by 25, something like that. Well, oh wait, I gotta think. There's going to be some in the center, so I think that means it has to be an odd number. In terms of width. Unless I make it like... hold on. I'm trying to like picture it in my head. Like 2, 4, 5, 6. I can make it thicker by making it like 2 instead of the 1 like I'm planning. But if I do that... hold on. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 stacked. 10 by 3, 6... 10 by 7, that'd be... I don't know. It's not really speaking to me there. I don't know. I'll just have to figure it out as I go along. And on the bright side, it doesn't seem we're bumping into stone here, which is nice. Just means it'll be less work, you know. I feel like at one point I'm gonna have to like flatten out all of the land here. At some point. Make it all like uneven with the point of what my home here is. Be pretty nice. You know, building it out like this is actually kind of reminding me of what my very first shelter in Minecraft was. Like, way back when I very first time... ah, man, stone. Like, when I very first got the game, one when I very first got the game, my first shelter wasn't even a proper house. I just got a whole bunch of dirt, dug into the ground, probably about this width actually. Like, yeah, it was like by, it was like, it was long. It was like eight long and like maybe 5 wide. It was like built inward like this, and I just like made a roof out of dirt, like covered in. It was kind of like an underground base, if nothing else, you know. Like, that's what I did. That was my first one ever. Okay. This is gonna take a while, I know. It's gonna be very boring. It'd be more fun if I had something to talk about, but, you know. Things have not been going my way lately, what can I say? Okay, let's see if I can use some of this dirt while I'm here. Fill in some of the gaps I got over here. It doesn't need to be the whole thing, but definitely want to leave some of the more annoying sides filled in. Right there, and then maybe about, oops. About, get at least this much inward. Can you get, thank you. Okay. Alright. Evened that out. Let's even this one out. I don't know what was with the natural generation right here, but it just really was screwy. I mean, then again, this whole world's kind of screwed me. Look at how mountainous it is. Like, this right here is literally the flattest for miles. I don't ever really expect it to be perfectly flat, but, like, man. There we go. Okay. Just get inside, I guess. Oh man, this is gonna be difficult. Okay, the more I look at it, the more I think... You know, Sasha streamed for 11 hours. Jeez! 11 hours? Like, what's my longest? Like, 6? Something like that? And even then, that was a 300 sub special where it was like, that was the whole point. Where I was like, hey, if I get 300 subs, I'll stream MVM, like, all day, and I did. It surprisingly didn't last nearly as long as I thought it was going to. But still. Okay, so, hold on. I do want it to be, like, a bit even right here, so... Actually, let's go ahead and, like, smelt some of that stone while we wait. So at least that way I got, like, a good, indicator of which way it is. Okay, where did I... right here. Can you do it in the blast? Ah, what a shame. Oh, that's a shame. Okay. Probably fix this out, honestly, too. Alright. Back over here. Okay, in the center, so... I got a great idea for a very nice and grand building here, so... degree do I want to, like, stop it, though? A little bit hard to tell. I don't know. Okay, let's see. So how did Slash's 11-hour stream do, anyway? I hope that went well for him. Go ahead and put this down. I'm gonna use that for some later. I really don't need that or this. Let's head on in here, grab that stone. It's gonna look good when it's done, but, like, I gotta, like, completely terramorphize this whole area here. I don't know, I only watched a few minutes of it, and I went to sleep as I saw this morning. Still, though, 11 hours, man. Bro's got nothing going on. I don't have much going on either, to be fair. I ain't got much going on either. I wish I had more going on. More that was, you know, good. More that was actually going right. More that was going my way, but, you know. I don't like being so financially in the red. Like, I don't even think I'm in the red anymore. I think I'm just in the pure, like, at this point, the red has gotten so deep and dark, it's pretty much black now. Put it right here. How far out do I want it to be? Probably about here or so, I'd say. So it's like, it's super close, but it's not like, well, hold on, let me get up there and, like, get a vantage point. Like, if I look out it, maybe I should tuck it back a bit further. You'll be okay. I hope so. I hope so. Like, I just desperately need money, man. I'm so deep in the red. Okay. Thinking maybe about right here? Maybe that can do. Okay, then if I put that there, so that way I know where the center point is. Get rid of all these flowers, too. Honestly, I think at this point I should just kind of start to, like, flatten it up from top, make it just a tiny bit easier for myself. Now, how long do I want it to be? My original plan was 20 by 20, but it has to be an odd number because I have the plan for some in the center. And yeah, it has to be symmetrical, so I don't know. You know, that would mean it would have to be a bit longer on this side, too. Oh, man, I have quite a lot to do here. Funniest thing is, all that stone I got in that, other side, like, I don't even think that's gonna be enough, funny enough. I don't think it's gonna be enough. I'm probably gonna need more stone after this. Okay, speaking of stone, let's head back and replenish that. hate how you always are going to be picking up wheat seeds every time. Okay, move that there. This can get repaired. Okay. We'll just hold on to that, actually. See, it doesn't look like there's too much to, like, dig out from, like, this side, but then you get up close and it's like, wait, this is actually a ton. And this is, like, freaking 60 stacks of dirt, essentially. Okay, alley-oop. Okay, 2, 3, 4. I would say, no, it has to be, yeah, okay, you know what, no, that's fine. 2, 4, 4. Let's just get the width out of the way before anything else, and just that way it can, you know, any less amount of work right here would be better. I'm gonna have to flatten it all out at some point anyway, but, like, for now, just, like, get it out of the way, you know? Okay. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That can work. Okay, let me get a good look at this. From this point here, center window, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, 11 width. If I were to do it from right there, and I gotta get rid of all this anyway. How far up does... Oh my gosh, quite a bit. By quite a bit, of course. Get all this out of the way. I still say nights are, I still say days are way too short in Minecraft. Like, there is no way that was 20 minutes. There's absolutely no shot that that was 20 minutes. Like, this feels like it's like 5 minutes. Like, when people say that the days in Minecraft are 20 minutes, do they mean, like, literally day and night 2020? Or do they mean, like, the daytime is 10 minutes and then the nighttime is 10 minutes, and it's like, oh, you add them together so that way it becomes 20? Like, is that what that is? That's more what it feels like. Okay. Rush over here. This is all just gonna be dirt at this point. Okay. Like, it looks like less work than it actually is. Like, it looks less than it is. Still not sure how long I want to make it. Like, I think width-wise that should be good. Let me see. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. I'd say width-wise that's okay. Okay. It needs to be longer than it is wide, so longer than 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That would be even. I want to be further than that. that's 11. 11... Let me think. 12, 13, 14, 15... You know, I think I can just make this one by 20 if that's the case. 11 by 20. It's a bit of an odd number, but I think that's what's gonna have to be. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, man. 8, 9, 10, 11. There we go. Okay. This is a pain in the ass. It's gonna be worth it, because what I have planned is gonna be really grand and gorgeous. But, man, this is a pain. But, well. I mean, that over there wasn't exactly easy to build either. And I got that done, so... Can't be too hard on myself with it, you know? I'd be more talkative, but since chat's not being very engaging, saying stuff, I broke that. And I'm just a bit, you know, mind's elsewhere with all my finances. I'll speak more if people start to engage here. I mean, it says only 2 people are watching at the moment, so, you know. To both of you, hope you're enjoying. Hope you're enjoying immensely. It's going crazy over here. Alright. We'll focus on, like, clearing out the area around it when I'm actually, like... If it gets in the way and I need to move it, or when I'm actually done. Oh, I just thought of that. Wait. Wait. Okay, I want this to be even, too, so, like, every 2 of them. Oh, it's so close. Aw, man. Okay, wait. Hold on. What if I do it like this instead? What if instead of, like, 2 in between, it's more like this? Like, 2 there, and 2 there. That's already off. Okay, 2... 2... That works, right? That's even? Yes, it is. Sweet. Alright. I'm listening while multitasking. Well, of course, I understand that. Like I said, it said 2. Well, now it says 3, so, you know, to all 3 people watching, hope you're enjoying. Okay, if I put it on that side there... what do I want the center? Like, what do I want the pillars to be made out of? I presume the same material. I mean, every one of these I've seen in real life are usually the same material. Okay. Grab all that. That's, funny enough, I'm pretty much gone. Okay, well, when that's all gone, I'll move it all. Move it over, I mean. I should really just go ahead and get rid of all this. Just put it down somewhere. I'm trying to, like, picture this stuff in my mind. Like, what is usually used for that? Like, color-wise. Hold on. I got a cutter here, so, like... Well, chisel could work for, like, the sides. Brick wall... I'm gonna need that for stuff later. I'm really trying to picture it in my head. I don't think that would look right on the pillar. Support beams, you know? I don't think it would look quite right. Okay. Let's just burn them all, why not? I'll just put all this here while I think of what to do with it all. Okay. Gonna need a lot of sand as well. Dash glass. Probably colored glass too, because I want to make it look really cool. Couple stairs, I'll need that for later. Oak ladder. Gonna need that. Ah, man, I don't know how to build that, though, without making it look weird. Okay, I'd really have to think hard on that one, design-wise. But that's okay. Like, I got a good idea for it. I need more sand. Like, I got a good idea for it, it's just I don't really know how to utilize it, you know? Like, I don't know how I'm gonna make it look right with how I want the roof to be. It's funny how I picked up like 1,000,000 sand when I went exploring for treasure and I just left the sand behind because I was carrying too much. And then now here I am, wishing I had a bunch of sand on me. Just the way it goes, I suppose. Woo! Alright. If you wonder why I'm going out here for sand, it's just because I want it to, like, still look alright naturally, you know? Make it still look like it's at least somewhat natural. Probably need... I probably wouldn't be like an entire stack, but definitely more than that. Yeah, probably about right there. Maybe that may be a bit too much, but oh well. Again, ain't no way that was 20 minutes. That had to have been 10 minutes tops. Like, I'm convinced. Like Minecraft days, like, people say it's 20 minutes. When they say days, I think they mean, like, the literal full day and night cycle. And not what I think of day, as in, you know, when it's light out. Sand, I don't like sand. It's coarse. It gets everywhere. Bonus points you get there. Bro, I'm a Star Wars fan. Of course I understand that. I don't like sand. It's rough. Coarse, irritating, and it gets everywhere. Listen, the dialogue is hilarious out of context, but with context and knowledge of the character, it's supposed to be like him showing about his struggles as a child, and like how he associates sand with the slave life that he led as a child. Like, you gotta remember, that man was a slave since he was a baby. Like, he was literally born into slavery. You gotta remember that. And then he spent his entire teenhood, you know, as a teen. Think about that, a teen with raging hormones, a teen, and being told, nah, suppress your emotions, emotions bad. Like, I'm just saying, like, it was more the Jedi's fault than Palpatine's fault. Obviously, Palpatine was, like, the final drive-push, but, like, honestly, the Jedi really should have seen this coming with how horribly they were treating the man. Okay. Now... how tall do I want it to be? Pretty tall, things considered. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Probably want it further up than that, but, you know. Trying to get, like, a good framework idea for this. Alright. go cook the sand, and, you know, actually, while we're there, we might as well, I might as well fill up on all the lava, you know, refuel. Take that, take that. I'm actually out of cobble. Huh. See, that's what I mean when I said I knew I'd be needing that. Alright, well. Oh, well. Oh, wait, right. I can do this since I need a spare one now. The Jedi let the Sith take over. They were so blinded. I mean, they say that, like, that's what Palpatine says. Your arrogance blinds you. It's more like they stopped being what they were supposed to be. Like, that was their biggest falter. They became more interested in politics, became more absorbed into the system, and they became more servants of the... They became more servants of the Republic rather than servants of the Force. And that's the real, like, fall from grace that they had. Okay, that's the one. There we go. I hear it gassed. Not good. Allium. Hear him, but luckily I don't see him. Alright, here we go. Let's head on back over. So I got the spare one here that I'll put back in the cauldron. Cauldron. Why'd I leave the door open? That's not like me. Okay. Let's go get some more cobble. Right here. I'm sure you've seen the Clone Wars show and all that, and Rebels, etc. I have, but my opinions on them are not as positive as the general public. Like, Clone Wars, like the Disney show, like, it's cool, but I feel like this would have worked better if the prequels and the original didn't exist. Like, if this was its own individual thing, I feel like this would have worked out better. Because, like, there are some things about it that just either... I don't want to say they contradict what George Lucas was setting up, but... it doesn't really work with the continuity as we know it, you know? Don't get me wrong, I still think Clone Wars is objectively good, but they definitely could have cut quite a few episodes. Like, they sacrificed some stability and long-term lore in exchange for making the show itself higher quality and more engaging. And from, like, a short-term perspective and, like, general audience retention idea, I understand. But for, like, die-hard nerds, like, that's objectively the incorrect choice. Of course, they're not really trying to cater to the primary, you know, like, die-hard fans. It's more like casual-general-lure-in people type thing, which... Unfortunate, but I get it, at least, you know? I mean, have you ever seen George Lucas's original idea? Like, he was actually going to make a sequels... Like, after the prequels... He was going to make a sequels, like an official sequel, not like the really shitty Disney ones that we got, which is not canon, by the way. How about Rebels? I don't like Rebels. Just objectively, like, that's, like, unlike Clone Wars, where I'm like, okay, they sacrificed a bunch to make the show itself better, but, like, overall, it's still objectively good, but it would have been better if it was its own individual thing, rather than something that's trying to tie into an established thing. Rebels is just straight up bad. just straight up bad. Like, I can't really name a single thing I genuinely liked about it. Like, it wasn't egregiously offensive or anything, but it just was not good. Just objectively not good. Let's get all this out of the way. Okay. Like, George Lucas had an idea to make sequels after he made the prequels, and it's kind of a shame he never went through with it. Like, he didn't want anything to be like... He didn't want, like, new threats in, like, a traditional sense, because that would invalidate Anakin's sacrifice and, like, him being the chosen one and whatnot, because he wanted the prophecy to still be fulfilled, right? You know? Which is something else Disney kind of shat on, but, you know. Like, he still wanted that to be a thing, but his original idea for a sequel was that he was going to reveal that Darth Maul actually survived Phantom Menace and was in hiding all this time. And he had trained his own apprentice, and like they were now the new two Sith essentially. Like that was his original idea. I think Lucas sequels were going to be like the Zam books. Well, like I said, like that was his original idea, like Darth Maul returning and having his own apprentice and stuff. And it's basically like how far along the timeline was this? I think this was like obviously after Episode 6, but I think this is like long after Luke reinstates the Jedi with the Jedi Academy, which, by the way, for the longest time was canon. Jedi Academy, the video game, was canon until Disney said, okay, the only thing canon is the movies plus whatever we make. How to piss off a fandom overnight. Okay. I should probably just go ahead and make some of this. Gonna need a lot of yellow dye. Fuck. Oh boy. I don't remember. I thought you just applied to it directly, but I guess not. Okay, hold on. Oh, it's a stack, of course, of course. I mean, why wouldn't it be? Okay. Let's see, because I want it to be, like, even, but still have enough around the stone, you know? Okay, so let's make sure I'm right here in the center. Right here in the center. Yeah, that works. Phil Qatar is canon. I love those games. Yeah, well, according to Disney, nothing is canon unless they say so, which is literally nothing except their own stuff because they're a-holes. But you know, I mean, but you know what? I say screw Disney. Screw Disney. Screw them hard. Like, you know what they say? They call Legends the non-canon stuff. No, that's the real canon. Legends is the real canon. Like, Disney canon is just bullshit. Alright, let me think. I want it to be... Should it be elevated? It should be elevated. About right there, so... Yeah, because you gotta be looking up at it. Actually, I could probably put 2 windows right there. That can work. Okay. The question is, how big do I want to make it? Okay, I'd say at least 5 right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then... Let me get a good look on this side. Okay, if I put it there... I like Darkside better, it was more fun. Okay, 3, 4, 5, and then if I put that there... Make it 2... I'd say 2... Then 1 more above... Yeah, this can work. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna need a lot more. So far, so good. Actually, kind of looks good as is. We'll see, we'll see. It's nighttime, I better get to bed. I don't know, should I make it bigger or leave it as is? Like, so far it's looking pretty good. Don't really know. Okay, it should be like one above the top. I'm really trying to picture it all in my head. Give me one more. There you go. There we go. Funny enough, that's probably still not enough. That might still not be enough. Needs something, said Talos. Exactly. I mean, honestly, like the walls are going to be surrounding because it's going to be, like, built into it. But, I don't know. Should I make it, like, one longer, one taller? I don't know. I mean, I do kind of want to put, like, window right here. So... let me see how it looks first. I don't know. Don't know. I mean, from the back, you can clearly and easily see through. Like, honestly, I think it should be bigger. Like, I feel like it should be 3, but then I'd probably have to extend this whole thing a bit more. I can always make another one somewhere else. It honestly might be a bit too... yeah, okay. If I do that, I won't be able to make the panels on the side. But that's okay. Actually, you know, the longer I look at it, the more it's like... maybe I should, like, extend the cathedral a bit here. Like, extend it by one more so I can put, like, a miniature, like, cross here, and another miniature cross here, and, like, the one grand cross here, because it's like the actual crucifixion, how it was Jesus here, and, like, the 2 thieves here, you know, with him in the center on the hill, the 3. It could also be used to represent the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. That could also work. Ah, man, I'm gonna have to extend the... oh, wait, but then it wouldn't be even. Ah. Actually, wait. No, I have to extend it both ways. Okay, I'm gonna have to do a lot of work. I gotta do a lot of work. But this can work. I just gotta extend it on both sides. This can work. It's gonna take a lot more stone. It's gonna take a lot more work to move it all over. But it's gonna be worth it in the long run, you know? Alright, let me go get some more of that stuff while it's cooking. Speaking of cooking, it is scorching hot where I am. I don't have an air conditioner, by the way. Did I ever mention that? I mean, I did, but it broke, so... yeah. That's fun. It's fun. Okay, put that there, put that there. Put all that away someplace else. Honestly, this is pretty much dead anyway, so let's put that away. I'm gonna need all that. Why? Why on which part, VZ? You're gonna have to tell me which part that you're asking why about. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Do you live in the boonies? No, it's just I don't have money to replace it. Like, it broke like a week or so ago. And also, if you weren't listening earlier, remember my lawnmower burst into flames and it's going to cost me $7,000 to get a replacement. So, you know, money on top of money that I don't have on top of money that I don't have. Like, don't forget, I'm the guy who was about 2 weeks late on his bills. Don't forget, last month I was 2 weeks late. Like, don't forget, because I literally just physically didn't have the money. Don't forget that part, bud. It sucks, man. It sucks. Thinking about putting down, like... If I put, like, right here, like, some glass panels... Like, obviously I'm not an artist, so I can't, like, make an actual rendering, especially with how little room I have to work with. But... probably could, like, at the very least, make colors like red and purple and stuff. What are colors usually associated with that? Like, my first thought is you have the worst luck to anyone I know. Tell me about it! Like, I'm the guy who did, like, 208 tours in TF2's MVM over the course of, like, the past, when did the game mode come out? 2013? So, over the past 13 years. Like, I'm the guy who did that many tours and somehow... Oh, that's convenient. I didn't have to do that. Okay. I'm the guy who's been doing that, and yet somehow still has not been able to get a third Australium. It's not even like a 1% chance or anything like that. I know, it's 4%. 4% chance. Rolled the dice. My last one was like Tor 150 something. Rolled the dice about 60 times and still not working, you know? Like, that is ash. The amount of ash that is just unfathomable. Okay, so then I move that there. Get rid of all this. Like I said, man, my luck is not good. I wish it was better, but it ain't good. Okay, here we go. Okay, we extended it outward. And we can make 2 mini crucifixes there. And it's not just like it can be interpreted as like Jesus on the hill during the crucifixion with the 2 others, and it can also represent the Father, Son, Holy Spirit. That also works. Okay. Should probably put it like upwards though, right? Like you're still looking up, but oh, okay, I was about to get a bit upset. I thought I screwed something up. Oh, man. That was almost a disaster. There we go. Okay. Alright. Maybe make it by 3? I think that can work. Alright, so by 3, which means it would have to be by 4 there. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. It's really starting to come together. Okay, here we go. Take it back now, y'all. I mean, it looks a bit small, but, you know, that's fine. 3, 4. 3 and 4. Right here and right here. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Yeah, my car has no AC, my cat is 6, and my luck's not much better. Yeah, it sucks. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Yeah, this... I kind of want to make this one a bit bigger, though. Like, extend the... Yeah, I'll do that. Extend that by 1 on both sides. This is working out, though. This is really coming together. This is really, really coming together. Alright. Let's see it. Okay, I may have gone a bit too far. I think the top part is not necessary. See, now, even if I take that off, now it looks a bit odd. Maybe I just need to lower it one more. Hold on, I'm trying to picture this in my head. Damn, you know, I'm starting to think it was fine the way it was. Okay, just because I don't want to lose out on the glass, I gotta hoe with the Silk Touch on in here. I mean, I had to come in here since it's almost night anyway, but you know. There it is, Silk Touch. There we go. You know, most churches I've been to, the floor is stone, but I kind of want to make it out of pale oak, because it's like, you know, the purity of the color white. Oh, wait, where am I going? I gotta go to bed first. There we go. Are you S rank? I still haven't played it because we ran into each other at the time. Yeah, I hit S rank, and as is the tradition, the queues just died instantly. Like, the second I became the... Got a hoe? Yeah, I got one right here, Silk Touch, that's why. I don't want to waste the glass. And, the second I got S rank, the queues just died instantly. Like, the exact second that I got S rank, the queues just poof, instantly gone. Instantaneously. There we go. Okay, now is it just the top that's the problem? Ah, no, it just looks bulky on both sides. Alright, let's just... It's not gonna look quite as good as I imagined it, but, you know. Woo! But at least with this, it'll look right. It'll look symmetrical, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, let's get a look at that. See, now it doesn't... Now it looks too short. Like, I don't like either way, you know? Like, if I put the glass on it, it looks too long. But if I don't put the glass on it, it looks too short. See, like, it just doesn't quite look right. I don't know. Like, I guess the primary issue is that it's just too long on the bottom, but, like, still. Like, it looks fine from up here, but, like, down there, like, I don't know. I don't know, like from an artistic perspective over here, it just doesn't quite look right, does it? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how to make it look better there. Let's just get to building. Okay. Okay, we do want it to be at least by about this much. Make it shorter. Well, see, Poor, that's the thing. I want the center one to, like, you have to, like, look straight up at it, you know? Like, you have to, like, look straight up. Because it's like you're looking up to them, you know? I mean, I guess I could make it, like, one shorter here, but, like... I'm trying to picture it in my head. Hold on. Okay, if I make it shorter there... Like, there will be a podium. I mean, because I want it to be longer than the other two. That's the thing. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, it's only gonna be taller by 1, but actually, that already looks a bit better. That can work. That can work. Okay, let's see. You could lower them all by 1. I know, but like I said, I want the center one to be, like, above all of them. Okay, let's try to make it like that for now. So, like, this would be, like, the max height, at least max on this side. I can increase it later if need be, which it will need be. Let's see. How many of these can I get? Hold on, wait. Wait. Wait, what happened to the other torches? I got rid of them. What a shame. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, there'd be 3 extra. Ah! Okay, wait. Wait. I can make it shorter, or I can make it large. Okay, what if it's by 3? Because I want it to be... No, that wouldn't work, because that's an odd number. Ah! Okay, hold on. If I made it by 3, it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4 on that side. So I could clump them together. I could put... I'm trying to make it like based off the 7 archangels. Granted, there's only 3 that are... Can I help you people? Granted, there's only 3 that are named explicitly in the Bible, so it'd be a bit difficult, but... I mean, Michael is the archangel, so I could put, like, Michael right here, you know? Because it's, like, Father, Son, Holy Spirit, and it'd be, like, Michael. Like, Michael's right here below. It's like he's like, right here before the Lord. So, like, he could be the 7th, and then, like, I could put the other 6 here. Ah, that could work. That could work. Okay, so... If that's the case, I'd have to make these... like, in 6s instead. So let me try to do that. And yes, I'm making a church dedicated to God. How'd you know? Okay. Want it to be even, though, so... 1, 2, 3. Then give it 2 spaces, and then 1, 2, 3, and give it 2 spaces, 1, 2, 3. Ah, that wouldn't be enough. I would have 1 left over there, so... I may need to extend the cathedral by 1 more. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Then the 2 space, 1, 2, 3. Then the 2 space, 1, 2, 3. Yep, that's what we're gonna have to do. Okay, that's a-okay, because I had to move this anyway. Okay. Me always making the pillars first, what can I say? Sometimes it can backfire when you realize you need things to be more even. Okay, if that's the case, we just extend it outward a bit. There we go. Here we go, looking good. Looking very good. Put the door there. I'm using torches as a designator to, like, remember where to put stuff. I would need glass here. I kind of forgot about that. Wait. Okay, wait. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I could just get rid of, like, the 3rd one here. Like, on one side. Or I can make these regular window... Or, even better, I could use, like, these are going to be colored to each represent the 7 archangels, right? And then I'll put Michael's right here before the Lord, since he's the archangel. So it'd be like Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, Azrael, Uriel. I always forget the last 2. And then I could use plain white windows here and here to represent Joseph and Mary, maybe? I don't know. That one's a bit more difficult. Do you mind? I am building a church dedicated to our Lord. Do you mind? Look at them trying to break into my house while I'm building a church. Like, this says a lot about our society. They're trying to stop me from building a church. Alright. Okay, so then we extend it outward here. Because I'm pretty sure the archangels have a color designated to them all. So, like, I can make a different colored panel for each one of them. You know? Because, like, I know Raphael... Yeah, Raphael's associated with green. Uriel's associated with purple. So yeah, like, they all have a color designated to them, so I could definitely do that. Okay. So then... Just the humble door that you enter. Yeah, this can work. It's looking good. It's looking good. I'm going to need to find more colors, and I'm also going to have to look up what each color they're associated with, because the only ones I have memorized is Raphael's green and Uriel's purple. And the only reason I know that Uriel is purple is because Uriel's the archangel associated with Aquarius, and if you didn't know, I'm Aquarius. Like, Uriel's said to be the archangel who's the guardian and guide for those born under the sign of Aquarius. And it doesn't actually say that, but it's more like, the months line up, since, with astral signs, it's not really something associated with Christianity. It's actually something they warn you about, saying, hey, don't get distracted. Which is fair. That's a very fair thing to say. But, it's actually, like, basically the time frame. Okay, move that one stone there when we get enough. I'm going to need this later so I can make some room for now. Okay, let's head inside. I'm going to have to kill these pillagers because, like, they're blocking my home. Alright, how bad is this? Looting 2, fire aspect, but it's, Oh, that's how you do it. That's really bad. I mean, it's got longer range, but you have to charge into them. Oh my gosh, this is so bad. Like, it's cool, but... Oh, this is so bad. I'm just making a sword. This is so inconvenient. Like, you can't hit them normally like this? Like, oh, that's bad. That's bad. That's really bad. There's an arrow in my dick. There is an arrow in my urethra right now. I do not feel good about these events. Alright. Got a crossbow out of that, though. There is an arrow in my crotch. Ugh. Alright. It's looking good, though. Looking good. Let's see. Let's go make another sword while I'm out and about, though, Iron, here we go. Guess who forgot that he, didn't have any to spare here? Alright, well... Now I'm really gonna need it. There we go. Okay, we need 2, so I guess I can go empty this and get more. Hey! There we go. So is there anything else I can, like, smelt while it's doing that? No. Does this work? It does. I forgot that there was a bucket in there. Ah. Man, what a waste. What a shame. I completely spaced that there was an extra one in there. That's a shame. I mean, there's infinite lava, but still, Are you going for Z rank? I mean, I'm gonna play the game as often as I always do, and if I get it, whoopee. If I don't, well. I'm not gonna sweat like a lunatic and try my hardest, but, I mean, I've been getting Z rank naturally from just simply playing the game. Like, pretty much every session since Season 7. Well, Season 8, more like. 'Cause Season 7, Season 7, I was genuinely trying. But that being said, Like, if I get it, awesome. If I don't, oh well. That'll be what it's like. Right into here. If the game lets you. Yeah, if the game lets me have games. Like, that's the biggest problem. Like, it takes such an insanely long time. Like, when I was A rank, I was getting games really quick, but, like, as soon as I became S rank, like, just instantaneously, queues died. Like, I went from getting 3 Raider games a day to getting, to getting basically none. Like, now I'm only getting, like, a Raider game every, like, other day. And it's not even because it's like, oh, you take priority for, like, such an insanely long time. No, 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 no. It's just, I can't find any. Like, I will sit here at my desk trying to matchmake into a game for actually 45 minutes before getting one match. Oh, but then the Raider lobby dodged because, oh no, 2 S ranks, too spooky. Totally not going to win against 2 S ranks. Like, bro, if it's not a pre-made, you already have the advantage, you know? Like, you have the advantage if it's not a pre-made, just on how the virtue of how massively overbuffed every Raider is. Because, you know, we gotta build the entire game all around Cool Money specifically. Like, he's just so important. He's literally the only person who plays the game, you know? There's nobody else. Like, we gotta build the entire game entirely around him and him alone. Nobody else is allowed. A-holes. So, you know, yeah. I think we can just keep it like that. Try to make like a chandelier or something. Something to help light up the place. Glowstone. I can make a glowstone ceiling. That could work. Let's see. What else? You know, while I'm here, I can try to figure out what colors the Archangels are associated with, so that way I can, like, preemptively get that out of the way. Also, that sapling's still not grown, so I assume either A, it can only grow in its own biome, B, it needs, like, 4x4 like the Dark Oak does, or something, I don't know. I noticed a lot of dodgers. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Like, do they not realize that lobby dodging automatically reduces your rank by 1? Do they not realize that? Because it does. If you lobby dodge, it's basically the same as losing with all bronze, i.e. guaranteed rank down no matter what. So I don't know why they do that. Genuinely don't. It's kind of a weird thing. Like, you might as well try and earn some medals so that way when you lose, your rank doesn't, you know, plummet to nothingness, you know? Okay. Alright, I'm gonna look up the colors of the Archangels real quick, because I'm gonna try to figure that out. Okay. 7 Archangels colors. Okay, let's see. 7 colors. Alright, Uriel is purple. Raphael is green. That one I knew. Wouldn't it also be the colors of the rainbow? Alright, let's see. We have yellow, pink, deep blue, green, purple, white, and indigo? Oh my gosh, is there even an indigo in the game? Is there even an indigo in the game? Okay, hold on, there's other interpretations here. Let's see. Blue, yellow, pink, white, green, purple, and indigo. Oh boy. I don't know how to get most of those. I do not know how to get most of those. Hold on. Like, this is obviously blue. You know? Yeah, we got blue. We're gonna have a yellow. Would this count as quote-unquote white? It's more of a light gray, so yeah. Like, we definitely have that going for us. Still light gray. They're multiple for the same. That's a shame. Like, let me think. There's got to be something I can do for that. There's got to be something I can do for that. Can bone meal be used as white dye? Yes, it can. Okay. Alright, so we got white. Okay, so blue, yellow. Okay, white. We need pink. How do you make pink dye? I mean, I'd imagine it has something to do with that right there, right? I imagine it has something to do with the cherry blossoms. You know, I'm really trying. Like, I've never once really cared that much about dyes, but now that I literally need it in order to continue my thing here, I'm like, I mean, you can make it by mixing red with something else, right? Red plus white. Oh, okay. That works. That works. That works. Get this. Go get another bone meal. This is A-okay. Alright. One more bone meal. Turn it into that. Turn this into this. Mix this and this. I don't need two, so let's go put this other one away. Unless it's needed for something. Hold on. Okay, other colors. Green, purple, indigo. I mean, we don't really have an indigo, which is kind of a purplish blue color, so that's a tough one. Light blue. We have light blue. Purple. Obviously red and blue, but oh man, what can I use to substitute that since we don't have indigo in the game? Green dye. How do I get green dye? Maybe it's just like I don't have it unlocked yet, and that's why it's not telling me. Hold on. Okay. Like, you guys are free to help me figure this out if you can. Like, you're more than free to help out if you know. I know these aren't mob drops, so I'm gonna put this right here for now until I figure out what to do with them. Like, you can make green dye from cacti, I think. But oh man, how am I gonna make indigo? Is indigo even a dye color in this game? Honest question, is it even a color that you can get? Oh man. There was a desert somewhere. But I don't remember where. That is a shame. Let me think. There's gotta be something I can use for that. Like again, you guys can help me out if you can. Like, I'm trying to think. Like, how am I gonna make indigo as a dye if it's even in the game? And if it's not, I'm gonna have to use magenta as a substitute. Actually, no. Like, why would they have magenta as a dye but not indigo? Like, surely there's indigo, right? Like, it's just a different color of purple, essentially. Or cyan. That can also work. I don't think indigo is. What a shame. Alright, well, is there any way for me to get green dye somewhere? Like, I know I can get it from cacti, but I have not. I've seen, like, one desert, and it was, like, on the opposite side of the world, so let's grab that map. I guess we're gonna go on a journey. A journey of self-discovery. Yeah. Doing all this just for green dye. Hell yeah. Okay, if we don't have indigo in the game, I'm gonna have to substitute that with magenta, which, you get from this specific flower. Alright. We using mods yet? No. No, I'm not. But I am trying to gather 7 different colors here. I'm trying to gather the 7 Chaos Emeralds so I can finish making this church. I need blue, yellow, pink, white, green, indigo, and something else. I forget. You know, sometimes I forget that Azrael's not one of the archangels. At least not in most interpretations. Sometimes I forget that. I genuinely thought that the Angel of Death was one of them, but no, he's not one of the archangels in most interpretations. I say in interpretations just because, like, the only ones that are explicitly named is Michael, Gabriel, and Raphael. However, Raphael himself says that there's 7. So that must mean that, like, you know, if one of them says there's 7 of us, then that surely means that there's 7, you know? Where's that damn 4th Chaos Emerald? Let's see. Indigo like purple? Well, that's a thing. There's another village. Nice. That's the thing. Like, indigo is a kind of bluish purple. Like, that's the best way to describe it. Indigo is this, it's a purplish tint on the color blue. So it's more of a different color of blue than it is purple, but it's very easy to confuse the two because they look very similar. Okay, very similar is a bit of an exaggeration, but you get what I mean. Ooh. Anyway. Like, I need green dye. I need to figure out some type of substitute for indigo. And then I need, what's the last one? Blue, yellow, pink, white, green, purple, and indigo. Oh, purple. Purple is trivial. Purple is super easy. But gotta think. I don't know. I do not know. Such a shame. Okay. Now, if I head to the desert, I can get some cacti, which I know I can make green dye from that. And I can get purple, but, like, what am I going to substitute for indigo? Like, that's really tough. That's going to be tough. Actually, what are the 7 colors? What are the 7 colors? Like, I know it's not, like, the colors I'm looking for, but, like there are 7 colors in a rainbow. Let me think. It was red, yellow, green, blue, purple, indigo, and I think orange is on there too. Yeah, it would have to be orange. So yeah, and guess who forgot his bow? Because I forgot there was water over here. Gonna go the long way, I guess. Yeah, so it's red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, purple. Yeah. Oh, Poir's helped me out here. Red, green, purple, yellow, orange. Okay, so I was right. Orange is part of it. Blue. And then finally indigo. So yeah. There we go. Alright, there's the savannah. There's the other village. So then right across there is the Badlands, and then right across the Badlands is a desert. I am going really out of my way for this, aren't I? I am going so far out of my way for this. I mean, hey, you know, while I'm here, might as well make purple dye while I'm here. Okay, red, blue, red and blue, purple. Okay. indigo is the dark blue. Yeah, it's a dark shade of bluish purplish. Like I always call it bluish purple, but it's more like a dark blue than anything else. I mean, according to the guide I'm looking at here, the colors of the archangels, Michael is royal blue, and then who's indigo? And then Zaphael is indigo, so yeah. Trying to make colors that represent the 7 archangels for that church I'm building. Get up real high so we have a good vantage point. And hey, we can get a bit more exploration in while we're doing it. Okay. Alright. Should be across that land over there. Woo. This is a risky game I'm playing. Get right here. Ooh. Very pretty. Okay. Imagine I just fall into a random crevice and it's got an abandoned mine shaft in it. I see something over there. It is a pretty interesting environment, though, you gotta admit. Very, colorful. There's some gold. There's more gold. Oh, there's even more gold. Very nice. I'll just put a lone torch right here if I ever come back at night. So that way I know where all the gold is, you know? Oh no, I don't think that counts as desert. I think that counts as beach. I don't see a cacti. Oh no. Kinda blows if you want green dye, you gotta find a desert. That really blows. I mean, hey, usually deserts, badlands, you know, usually they're connected. Usually if you find one, you can find the other, so... It sucks they removed the biome identifier thing from the F3 menu, because, otherwise I could tell if this counts as a beach or desert. Hard to say, isn't it? I'm gonna assume this counts as beach, just because, like, this is the world's smallest desert, if that's the case. That also counts. Oh wait, there's a cactus! Yes! Okay, it's just screwy world terrain yet again. Nice. It took forever. It took all day long, but I found cactus. At long last. Okay. That one's got a pretty blossom on it. You can tell this one's a female because it's got the bow on its head. Alright. Cacti. Okay, it's different. Ah! It literally showed right there that you unlocked green dye. What? What, do I have to do something special for it? Oh my gosh. I left my... Hold on. Just in case I need multiples for something. I'll bring it all home with me, just so that way I don't have to do the whole walk back again. Okay, well, time to walk on back. Are you building a church? Yes, yes I am. It needs to be cooked on a fire. That's so dumb. That's stupid. I hate that. But yeah, I'm building a church, and we got panels along the side there. I'm going to make them different colors, and each of them to represent one of the archangels. Now, granted, the actual names and who the identity of all of them are is a bit up to interpretation, as the only ones that are explicitly named in the Bible is Michael, Gabriel, and Raphael. And Michael's the only one who's given the title of Archangel, whereas the others are called Angels of God, but, you know, still. Though Raphael himself says that there's 7 of them, so he says that he's one of the 7, which would mean that he's an Archangel too, which would mean that there's, 7 of them. So, it's a bit up to interpretation as to the other 4, but I genuinely thought Osriel was one of them. The Angel of Death. I thought he was one of them, but I guess not. Like, I'm only looking at a little guide for the colors, so it's probably not the most accurate thing in the world. But if you guys know more about it than I do, let me know. Gold. Fortune 3. Fortune 3 golden hoe. How about that? Hey, a clock. I could use that. A Fortune 2 pickaxe. Don't mind if I do. Just take all that with me. Actually, I can just smelt that, right? Yeah. Hi. Hello. Good to see you. Hope you're enjoying. I can't remember, but I was doing the same, needing RGB for display mod. I think you need to dry it. I could be wrong, though. Ah, okay. I'm back. I saw you live yesterday. Oh, I thank you. Hope you enjoyed that. Ow. I'm gathering a bunch of stuff for a really grand project that I have. I had to go really far out to get a cactus. Because I remember I saw a desert while exploring, and I needed that, Disenchant the leggings. What, I can't just smelt it for, I can't just smelt it immediately while enchanted? I thought you could smelt enchanted stuff. Did you ever remove that? It wouldn't be beyond him, honestly. It's kind of funny. I've been playing for this long, and I still don't have a shield. Like, it's trivial. I can make one at any time, and I'm just choosing not to. The reason? It's very bulky and blocks a lot of the view. That's why. Not a fan of it. Alright, let's get back home, which should be up here. Oh. Screw that. There we go. Do it for the extra experience. Oh! I would have to build the thing that lets me do that first, though. Gonna be honest, I didn't know that could get you extra experience. Did not know that. I mean, it makes sense when I think about it, but I never knew that. Okay, we're gonna have to find that one flower that lets you get the magenta dye. Did you sleep in the nether? Yeah, bro, I took a nap in the nether. It was really nice. I found 5 ancient debris while doing it, too. Okay, let's see. Well, that's dangerous. It's hard to say if the ground itself just gets really... Ooh. Wow. It just... What in the world? It's like a chunk is missing or something right there. Hold on. Hold the phone. There's a hole in the ceiling, too. Look at that. There's a hole in the ceiling and it goes... Okay, it's not that deep, but, like, man, that's beautiful. That's really beautiful. I was right. Yeah, you totally were, man. You totally were. Okay, let's head back home. I gotta think. What am I gonna do to substitute indigo? Like, I guess I'm just gonna have to make it magenta. I forgot shields were a thing. Honestly, like, shields feel literally essential nowadays because of how much they buff skeletons. I remember back in the ancient days, well, in the very ancient days, they shot very quickly, and they realized, okay, that's not fair, and then they changed it. And they made it so then they fired really slowly. But then they decided, you know what, this game's not hard enough. Let's make it so the... Hey, Witch. Let's make it so the skeleton fires 27 times faster now. Like, yeah, so now shields feel essential. And despite that, despite all the time here, I've just never used it. And the reason why, I almost never have it even equipped, even when I do have it. Just because it blocks so much of your view. Like, it eats up, like, 90% of your screen. You can barely even see. Maybe that's a me problem, but I just don't like it. I like it even less the fact that it feels essential. Like, let me give you a decent example. When they added netherite, people freaked out because they were like, oh no, now diamonds are no longer the best, no, and, come on, I can do it. What a shame. And people were like flipping out like, oh no, diamonds are no longer the best. But here's the thing, while netherite is better than diamond, it's also not essential. Like, anything that you can mine with netherite can be mined with diamond as well. Like, it's not an essential thing, it's just a better version of something that already exists. So, like, you didn't absolutely need it, you know? Like, you need diamonds to progress in the game. That is literally essential. You need diamonds. Because you need it in order to get to the nether, and you need to get to the nether in order to get to the end, and you need to get to the end to, well, get to the end of the game, you know? That explains why dodging their arrows is harder. Yeah, they fire a lot quicker. Fully enchanted diamond armor is still really good and hard. Exactly. Like, they didn't nerf diamonds or anything. All they did was add a material that's the same thing but better. Like, netherite is just better diamond. That's all it is. It's also diamond armor that doesn't burn in lava, but you know. Like, that's all it is. Like, but that's the big thing, though. You don't need it. It's not 100% essential. But shields feel downright essential. Because of all the stuff that's constantly flying at you, all the projectile enemies, how much damage it soaks up for you, like, skeletons being buffed as much as they were. Like, it feels genuinely essential. And that's really, really unfortunate. That they made it basically essential. Because, it's just so annoying. Like, it's just so unbelievably annoying, because it clogs up so much of your vision. And I hate that. Guess what? I have a mod to hide the shield until you block with it. Yeah, man. Maybe I should download that mod then. Maybe that's something I need to do. Who knows? Okay. We'll put all that over there. That stuff over there. Yeah. Is there anything I want to put away in the treasures location? I guess not. Okay, miscellanea. I don't really need this, like, at all. I can take this off. I'm gonna need all that for my building later. Put that there for now, though. Just this. There we go. And these as well. Gonna cook with that. Gonna store all this. And there we go. Mojang wants to spice up the combat, but they don't know how to do it. Do you know what the lodestone does? I genuinely don't. Please explain, Poir. Yeah, give me your wisdom, Poir. Okay. Woo! Well, what do you know? Also, that was a total waste. I don't need more than one. So let's just cook food instead. Put that there so that way it saves up the time that I used. Okay, there we go. Now we got green dye, so that's green. Let's go put the rest of this away. Probably should have done that earlier. I knew there was one more in there. Place it in your house and right-click it with a compass. Oh boy. Okay, put that there, that there. Let me go store all this stuff. I assume it, like, points to the spawn or something? Or does it, like, do something along those lines? Okay. Boop. I'll go put all this away. Looks like a skeleton died here. Nice. I got done cooking. I forgot to put this away. Ah, well. Are you telling me that fully enchanted netherite armor versus fully enchanted diamond are equal in strength? Oh, no, 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 no. I'm not saying that at all. Like, netherite is better. But what I'm saying is that netherite's not essential. As in, you don't literally need it in order to, you know, in order to progress in the game. Unlike diamonds, where diamonds are literally essential. Like, you actually need it. Like, this is not optional. You need to get diamonds in order to progress the game. Okay. The difference is knockback resistance and durability. Yeah, see? Like, Netherite is objectively a straight upgrade, but it's not essential. You don't need it to progress. Like, that's the point I'm making. Okay, we'll get that later. Purple dye. Okay, hold on. Colors. Okay, let's see. So we have... got blue, yellow, pink, white, green, magenta. I guess we'll have to use that since we don't have indigo. And then purple. Yeah, that'll do. Okay, let me open that back up. Alright, study time. One day Worm will bring you to the Cursed Forge side. Everyone should try the Minecraft mods. Bro, I know what it's like. Okay, I used to do it. It's just I think it's a bit of a pain in the ass to install, okay? Like, I don't want to do extra steps. Like, why do you think the Steam Workshop for Skyrim is such a popular feature? Because it's trivial to use. You press one button under the thing, and there you go, you got the mod. Okay. So then there's purple. I need to go find that one flower. There's a flower out there that is magenta dye, so we'll use that as the thing. It's not at all, man, come on. Why do you want me to do this so hard? Like, what, are you sponsored by CurseForge or something? Like, do they pay you 50 bucks every time a new person comes on? Lodestone time. Alright, Poir, what does Lodestone do exactly? You tell me to put my compass in it. What does it do? Or I've never tried to play an analog horror mod. Bro, analog horror is so dull. Like, I'm sorry, but I hate analog horror. The reason why I hate analog horror is because it's all the same. Like, there's no variety at all. Every single analog horror out there in the entire world is exactly the same. It's just really shitty, low-quality recording that tries too hard to seem like an instruction manual or business thing or whatever, and then, boo, uncanny face. That's all it is. It's never anything else. That is all analog horror is. It's the same copy and paste thing every time. Compass will point towards it. That's pretty handy, but there is one problem with that. I built my house on my spawn location, so it's already pointing there. Now, if this worked while in the Nether, then I'd be way more interested. Then I'd be like, ooh, you know? Then I'd be very quick to use it, but since it doesn't work in the Nether, or at least I assume it doesn't, then it's not going to be as useful for me. I can see why it's useful in general, but just not for me specifically, because of how I've planted my bases, you know. With Minecraft is literally downloading and dragging the mod, still, man. Again, like, you're trying so insanely hard. Like, you gotta be sponsored or some shit. That's all I could think of. No, you should play the dinosaur analog horror mod. Listen, man, I like dinosaurs, but why the hell is it... How does it... Isn't that kind of a contradictory statement? Like, isn't that kind of a contradictory thing? Like, analog horror looks inside Minecraft mod. How is this an analog horror? Like, where's the analog part? Like, if you're telling me to install a mod that adds dinosaurs, like, yeah, that'd be scary, but, like... I don't understand how it's analog, but, like, I don't like analog horror in general, because it's just all the same shit. Like, it's all just slop. Like, I've seen some that try to do unique things, but they fall into the same faults. Like I've seen Jurassic Park ones, and, like, those are probably the objectively best ones. I am biased, because I really like dinosaurs, but, like, that's the objectively best one. It's still got the exact same punchline. The only difference is instead of boo, uncanny face, it's boo, velociraptor jumping at you. Like, it's always just a build-up to a jump scare and nothing else. It's literally nothing else. Like, that's why I hate analog horror. It's all the same slop. It's never anything unique or interesting. Like, that's why I'm not a fan of it. Like, analog horror is almost always copy and paste the exact same thing. It's literally that meme, you know, wow, this is a really nice place to build. It's literally that meme with Buzz Lightyear, you know, where it's like someone trying to talk about how unique and interesting they are, and then it like zooms out and it's just a million Buzz Lightyears that all look the same, all packaged together, you know? Okay, I can't find this flower. What biome does this flower even grow in? Like, I'm ready to just grab some bone meal and click on the ground and just pray for the best. That's genuinely what I'm ready to do. What biome does this grow in? There is a birch forest over there. I could go check that out real quick. Like, I need to find this flower. Like, what's it even called? Oh, wait, I can make it naturally? Oh, that's convenient. I need to make pink the... Oh, my gosh. Okay. Alright, what was... Okay, bone meal, this, and I think another one of those, so just one more of those. I did not know I could make it naturally. Why don't you guys tell me that? It is your fault. I know what you're saying, but certainly would bring extra views, and it would be pretty funny seeing you get jump scared. I don't know, man. I've got a lot of variety on my channel, and my viewership stays more or less consistently the same, because YouTube just does not put me on their algorithm no matter what I do. I've tried all the tricks, too. Like, I've tried leaving shit unlisted, I've tried leaving things private, I try releasing immediately, like, nothing seems to make a difference. How would you feel when you see a giant shade in the forest at night with red bloody eyes only moves in when you turn your back? Well, see, if I know for a fact that's all it does, not very intimidated. See, the less knowledge, the scarier it looks. Like, the less knowledge about it, the better, but, like, still. Okay, then I need 2 bone meal, yeah. Like, I like dinosaurs, but, like I said, like, horror in general doesn't really work that much on me. Like, I love horror, but the majority of horror just doesn't work on me, primarily because I've been so interested in the subject since I was a baby, basically. And that's the reason why it's a little bit difficult for me to find horror genuinely, well, horrifying. Like, and it's even worse, like, in a retrospective. Like, have you guys ever played Escape the Backrooms? Like, probably the most overrated Backrooms game of all frickin' time. Like, I think that game is objectively terrible. Like, actual slop. Like, just actually, like, absolutely awful. I forgot what colors it was already. Great. Purple. Got it. Okay, so that would mean the blue, the red, put that together. Why'd I make a second white then? Genuinely, why'd I do that? Ah, well. I think the horror mods are cool for like 20 minutes, but then it just gets repetitive and annoying. Yeah, see. Me explaining does not do a good enough job. I mean, I get that, but like still. How you make the green, I zoned out. You just cook cactus, you were right. You just cook cactus. Okie dokie. So yellow, purple, white. All the extras that we got going on here. Okay, let me double check. Are these the colors? Alright. Blue for Michael. Yellow for Jophiel. Pink for Chamel. White for Gabriel. Green for Raphael. Purple for Uriel. Magenta. It's supposed to be indigo, but magenta for Zachriel. Okay, that's one of these. Another one. Okay, some of them are kind of mixed around, honestly, it seems. Like, no one seems to be agreeing on the exact colors, so I guess it's kind of up to me if that's the case. Okay, so... blue for Michael, yellow for Jophiel, pink for Chamel, white for Gabriel, Green for Raphael. Purple for Uriel. And then magenta for Zachriel. Yeah, there we go. Okay, let's get to work on this then. Alright, we're gonna need quite a lot of glass here. I gotta think of like a pattern. Like, I mean, I guess it doesn't really need to be a pattern. I could just kind of like stack it onto each other, but like still, you know. Me trying not to double click. Challenge impossible. Challenge actually impossible. Wait, I already got yellow. Okay, we're gonna need more sand. Can you make red with redstone? I don't think you can. I think you just need red flowers. Actually, not sure. Why did they add leaf litter? What were they thinking? Genuinely, what were they thinking? Yeah, this is going to be something really entertaining. Players are going to love this. No, Notch, trust me. Kids are going to love this. Alright. Head on over to the smithing site. Oh. You know, I really should be getting off, but I'll keep going for a little bit longer. Why a church and not a mosque? Because I'm Christian, and I don't like Islamics. And I'm not afraid to say that. YouTube's gonna send a hit squad after me for just simply saying a very, very, very minor statement, but, yeah. That's why. Alright, take that. My house is now gonna... my IP is gonna be tracked, and I'm gonna get a pipe bomb in the mail now. Just for saying I don't like it. That alone is justification for killing someone in that quote-unquote religion. All you have to do is say, I don't like it, and they actually will send bombs at you. Religion of peace, by the way. Religion of peace. Anywho. Looks like someone threw up in there. Alright. Twitch would have banned you right then and there. Yeah, I know. And that's something else. Like, just, if you ever want to know who's in control, just find the group you're not allowed to critique. I have a lot of scorching hot takes, but I have some scorching hot takes that a lot of people are way too scared to say in the modern day. And it's kind of weird. Like I have a reason, because it's like I have a YouTube channel and whatnot, I don't want to be taken down and stuff, but like most people, they're so scared they won't even say it privately, like amongst friends and shit, just at their own house. People are that scared. Like, they're that brainwashed. They're like, no, we can't say anything negative about any of these groups. Oh, but you can openly mock whites, you can openly mock Americans, you can openly mock Christians, that's A-okay. But you're not allowed to even simply say, I don't like Islam. You're not allowed to say that. No. Can't do that. No. It's so dumb. It's so dumb. Like, it's okay to critique one group, but not the other. Pure hypocrisy. Peak hypocrisy. Need 8 more for that one. Okie dokie. Each day I know more and more, and I like your position more. Thank you. Glad to hear you're based. That's very, very good. Okay, I gotta put all that away. I need 3 more of these. I may need extra on the yellow since I used it for the crucifixes. We'll find out. Yeah. But yeah, if I wind up dead, you guys know why. If you get an alert in the news saying that a pipe bomb was found in a local man's mail, now you know why. If my YouTube channel just spontaneously gets terminated, now you know why. Wouldn't be the first time. Yeah, did you guys know this is actually my 3rd channel? Like, I didn't make content in my first one, and I just simply lost it because I forgot the password. Keep in mind, I was like 6 or 7 years old. So, like, for that one, I just simply forgot the password. But my second channel, which I made content on, which I have re-uploaded a couple of the things that I found. I found a few of the files, which I'll happily do a story about sometime. It was the Gmod stuff. If you look at my channel and look up some of my Gmod videos, they all have like the word re-upload on them. That's the reason why. What's worse is that I couldn't find more, because I remember there were more, but I can't find them. It's such a shame. Like, there were more videos, and I can picture them in my brain perfectly. Like, there's one video that I couldn't find in my old drive, but I remember, and I know it was on my old channel before it got deleted. And like, I couldn't, like, I can't find it, but, like, I remember it so clearly. Like, the joke was, I sentence mixed engineer from TF2, and he said, "I'm gonna touch grass!" And he, like, walks over to the GM Big City, and he goes, and, like, whips out his finger, touches it, and he goes, "Oh, I'm burning up." And then he, like, catches on fire, screaming, and then just all of a sudden you hear Scout saying it, Scout insulting him, laughing at him, you know, doing the usual stuff. And then the engineer just says, I don't remember what he said. He said something, and then he grabs Scout as he says, "Come here, sissy." And it, like, cuts to Heavy in another building taking a shit on a toilet, and you just hear Scout scream in the distance. He's like, "What was that?" And it's just Engineer, like, on the sidewalk, like, as he threw Scout onto the grass, and now he's flipping out like this. Then it cuts to black for like 4 seconds, and then it shows Medic just helping Scout, and he's like, "Thanks, Doc." You know, it's a wholesome ending. Like, I remember that one distinctly. But, like, yeah. Do you have infinite lava farm? I mean, theoretically. There's the nether right there. I've lost countless accounts telling about it. I accept your opinion, but no, God won't be so merciful. I respect your opinion, yeah, okay, bud. Let me think. Again, you're not really helping my viewpoint on Islam now, are you? Okay, wait. I want Gabriel and Raphael to be like right here, and then Michael can be right here. So let me see the colors again. Hold on. Okay, Raphael is green, and wait, Michael, Gabriel, Raphael. Okay, Gabriel is white. Okay. So, Raphael here. Raphael over here. Oh, man, I'm forgetting. Okay, when looking straight forward like this... I'm forgetting. If looking straight forward like this, obviously center is father, but, like, was it left that's son, or was it right that's son? Oh, okay, I gotta look it up. I gotta look this up. Sorry, chat, hang on. Okay. Positioning. Was it left or right? Like, when looking straight forward. Okay, Trinity. Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Son is to the left. Okay. I should probably move that over then, because... should probably do that. Heavy is Dead remake, you tell me about it. Is he for real? Left is Son, right is Spirit. Okay, thanks. Alright, if left is Son, I'm gonna put Raphael on the right. Put Gabriel on the left, since Gabriel is the one who messaged Mary saying that she was gonna be, you know. So Gabriel by the Son. Grew up praying every night. I like you more and more, Ricky. Okay, so... yeah, Gabriel by the Son and Raphael by the Holy Spirit. That'll work. Let me move these down just so mobs don't spawn here while I'm working. There we go. Okay. We're going to put Michael right about here. I'm not sure how much I want to make it by, though. If I make it 2, 4, 3, so maybe 6. It's a little tough. I don't know what pattern to make out of it, though. It's a little tough to say. My man, tell me about it. Okay, hold on. Okay, so... moving the colors here. Okay, so... Gabriel Raphael. Uriel is purple, so... Would he be more associated with the sun or the Holy Spirit? I think he's more Holy Spirit than sun, so... Well, then again... Yeah, okay, so... I mean, obviously they're all connected to God in every way, but, like, you know, I'm just trying to think, like, you know, when you think of Gabriel, you think of the message of him delivering the news of Jesus, so naturally he'd be more associated with the sun. And you think Raphael, the healer, you know, and him spreading the message of God, it's like, you think of, you know, the Holy Spirit, because of his work in the Book of Tobit, but... Alright. You know what? It's night. Let me sleep. Let me sleep while you guys think of, like, which side he should be on. I know it doesn't really matter that much, especially with the archangels here that I'm not as familiar with. The only ones I'm that familiar with is Gabriel, Michael, Raphael, Uriel. And I thought Azrael was on there, but I guess not. At least from the lists I'm looking at. I mean, if I were to give Azrael a color, it'd probably be black, since, you know, he's associated with death, so... Yeah. So yeah, you guys help me figure out the colors there. Or not colors, the positioning there. You know, if you want to help out. Here we go. Okay, let's see. Okay, so Uriel, Michael will be right here. I gotta think of, like, the color, like, or the pattern here. I mean, I don't have too much room to work with, though. 3, 4, 5, wait, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5. I could, like, get rid of that one, so it's like they're all the same size. I don't know. I thought about a terrible joke about the past case. This past case. Okay, go ahead. While you doing the speed face emote, what do you got for me? What are you cooking up? Hold on. Alright, so Uriel, Zacatel, Chamel, Yophiel. Okay. I guess Uriel can be right here by the sun. And then Zacatel can be over here by the Holy Spirit. Honestly, that looks more purple than purple. What in the world? Like, this doesn't look magenta. This looks purple. And this like, looks like a darker shade of purple. That's weird. Like, this looks more like Roy. Honestly, this looks more like Uriel's colors. You know what? It doesn't matter. Okay. And then next is Chamel. I don't know anything about Chamel, so I don't know which side they'd go on. I guess right here. And then Jophiel, or however you say their name, right here. That's those 6. And then finally, the Archangel. Man, I can't say I know someone could be logging this. Ah, man, if only you could tell me. I'd love to hear. Okay, hold on. Let's, like, think of the pattern we want to make here. Like, I could make it just, like, a simple, like, 6 right here. That could work. Yeah. Hold on. Okay. It feels a bit short now, but at the same time, it's all the same length. I don't know. Okay, if I do it like that, I'd have enough to put Michael's right here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I think I'll just make it 9 by 9 for all of them. Why not? Oh, wait. That means I'm gonna... No, that means I'm gonna have to make all of them again. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Screw that. Okay, I gotta think of a different pattern then. I've only got 2 green left over, so it's like, how do I do this? could just make them all crucifixes. Be a bit simplistic, but like I could do that. Nah, but then it'd look weird having like the yellow on yellow here. Like I used yellow for the crucifixes here because I thought it represented like, you know, gold. But man, I don't know. I don't know. How am I gonna do this? Gotta think. I've only got 8, so I'm trying to think. Like there's not really much you can do, is there? Like it has to be like 6 or 9. You can't really do like anything much with 8. Okay, if I did it like 2 on 2. That's tough. That is tough. I mean, to be fair, no, I'd have so much left over then. Man! It's like either way, I'm just kind of screwed on that department, aren't I? Let's just get Michael's done real quick. Like, we could do like a... I mean, it's more like a plus than anything else, but you know. I don't know. If I do that, I can put the yellow back here. Make that one longer again. I mean, we could. How about this? I do it as is for now. I'm gonna need more yellow regardless. Oh man, I got so much to do. Hope you're doing well. Loving the build. Why, thank you, thank you. I need more yellow. Come on. Okay, I could take it off of that, and it'd be even on that side. But like, I want the center one to be longer than the rest, even if only slightly. This is so tough. Well, things got to be the way they are. Okay. Okay, then over here to Uriel. Then back over here to Gabrielle. Back over here to Chamel. And then, who's left? I need one more. I gotta think. Like, I can make it all even right there. And then, it would look funky, though. Like, I don't know. I was taking the trash out. Understandable, Ricky. I don't know. Like, I need one more yellow. I can take that out. And if I do that, I could put, like, the last extra blue, like, right there. Like, to show that Michael is, like, the Archangel, you know? Like, he's like the head honcho of them. But, like, I want the center cross, which represents the father, to be longer than the others. Even if it's only slightly, you know? I'm just gonna, you know what? I got an extra yellow here. Screw it. I'll just make more. I'm gonna have a lot of yellow windows left over, but well, you know. Well. Okay, let's see. All this for just one extra window. That's just the way it goes sometimes, I guess. Man, it's almost 4 already? Where does the time go? Okay, here we go. Alright, not bad, not bad. Okay, we got all 7 of those up. About the joke. Think about Family Guy, think about the situation and what he just said, and now think about the first mob that comes through. Alright, that's pretty good. I get it. I get it. That's a pretty good one. That's pretty good. I like that. That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. Oh man, that's a great one. I can understand why you were doing the speed face now. A church? Yes, actually, I'm making a church here, and each color panels here represents one of the different archangels. Like, we got white for Gabriel, blue for Michael, green for Raphael, purple for Uriel, This is supposed to be indigo, but there is no indigo in the game, so I just substituted with magenta. We got Chamel, Jophiel, and Zekatel. Wow, can't say his name. Here we go. I'm dying. Yeah, that was pretty funny. That was a pretty good one. But yeah, I'm building a church here, MP. How you doing? You have a tendency to like arrive when my streams are almost over. You know that. All right, let's see. Like I've said, I figured I'm gonna need a lot more of this, which yeah, it's starting to look like yeah, I will. I'm gonna move the torches. Don't worry, that's just there so I could like see while doing all this. Okay. Here we go. Sorry. Nah, it's not your fault. I mean, how are you supposed to know, you know? Okay, here we go. Here we go. Also look for a war... Bro, I haven't even found that biome yet. I even found that biome, and you're telling me to go find the warden? Like, bro, I gotta find his biome first. Which I haven't found. Okay, here we go. There we go. Okay. Now, I could, like, make some regular windows right here as well. And, like, if each of these colors are representing the archangels, the golden ones here representing the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, it's in a cave near Deep Slate. Bro, I know that. What I'm saying is I haven't found that yet. And the blue here is Michael. I was thinking, like, I could use, like, regular windows, like, 2 regular windows here, but I'm not really sure what that would represent, if anything. Like, any ideas? Like, maybe, Joseph and Mary? Maybe just, like, maybe just, like, the church and the Bible itself? I don't know. I can't really think of much. Oh my freaking... I went through all that effort for Magenta dye. I had the flower on me all of this time. You got to be joking. Bruh. All that effort and I already had it. Classic worm moment. Classic worm moment. Doesn't get more worm than that. It does not get more worm than that. That is... Wow. Gravestone, exactly. All that time. All that time. And it turned out I already had it. I gotta search my attic more often, you know? That's a valuable life lesson, guys. You know, if you're ever missing something, just look in your attic. You never know. Okay, let's get up here. Actually, let's not try until I know I have enough material. How about the dog and horse? Well, if you look over here, you'll notice I do indeed got 2 dogs and a horse now. Also, I got this thing. This thing's my mutant pet. But anywho, I don't know what they're doing in the corners, though. I think they got pushed around by the other animals. Yeah, I got a horse now. Got all the animals here. Yeah. Alright, they're gonna come with me while I mine, I guess. I need an absolute ton of stone if I want to finish that church, so... Yeah! We're also gonna need a lot of glass for the front windows there. Like, I'm not sure what I want to do with it, though. Like, I don't really know what I want to do with it. Like, I can make regular windows, but, like, if I make regular windows, I want it to represent something. Like how all the other stained glass ones are representing something, you know? With chest searching mod... Alright, I'm kidding. Or, like, you genuinely... Wait. No, this doesn't break iron. Woohoo, that was close. This is literally just for coal and nothing else, I guess. What a shame. All deep slate leads to stone. I mean, yeah. Like, I've been trying to get silk touch on these picks, but it just ain't working out for me. Like, I guess I could keep trying, just keep re-rolling it till I run out of levels. You know what? Let's do that, I guess. This thing's already almost broken. I just got a tiny bit of coal and it's already almost broken. Gold is so bad at being tools and armor anyway. Even, see, a long time ago, gold had very little, if any, use at all, and people would say it was so bad and useless, to the point that it was a reoccurring joke. To the point where, like, there's this creepypasta about this monster that hunts you, and it says, oh, but if you survive, he gives you chests full of diamonds and a bunch of other useful stuff, and then it's said in parentheses, but not gold, because even the monster knows gold is useless. And I'm just like, bro, what? Okay, probably don't need that much, but, you know, just in case. Let's get out of here just in case my dogs decide to be idiots and jump into the lava. What about the thing I said about getting lunge 2 on your spear? Well, I tried, bro, and I ended up with fortune 2 instead. I tried it without lunge, and, wow, it's bad. Like, it's bad. I don't know how anyone sat down and programmed this and was like, yes, this is perfect. Like, genuinely, how did a human being sit down and make this and was like, yes, this is good. This is fair and balanced. This'll work out just fine. Like, it doesn't, like, if I don't get Silk Touch, it's okay, because I have basically infinite lava to cook it, but it's like, it would just be so much more convenient, you know? Fortune, though. We're just gonna have to bypass that. Efficiency. Silk Touch! Yes! There we go. That was way easier than I thought it'd be. I thought that was gonna be way harder. What are my dogs doing? Where's my other dog? Oh, let's teleport it outside. Where is it? There it is. Okay, let's get him inside. Come on. Come on. Did you use the lunge? Bro, what I'm saying is it doesn't have lunge on its enchantment. I used it without it, because I was like, okay, let's see what this is like. And, like, yeah, you were right. It's definitely useless without lunge. It is bad. It is objectively bad. I forgot to make my dog sit. Come on, back into the house you go. There you go. Come on over here. There you go. That's good enough. There you go. You see, you can tell this one's a boy because it's got a blue collar, and you can tell this one's a girl because it's got a red collar. I should make it pink. Hold on. That's the most important thing going on right now. I gotta make the collar pink so that way you know it's a girl. Pink dye. Excellent. I am pretty happy that we got Silk Touch on an iron pick. Plus Unbreakable 3. That's just a nice bonus. Yeah. There you go. See, you can tell this one's a girl because it's wearing pink, and you can tell this one's a boy because it's wearing blue. I love cartoon logic, don't you? Okay. Let's get some more stone. Breed them. I will later. Later. I left this door. What is with me? Why am I leaving so many doors open? This is not like me at all. Okay, efficiency, Silk Touch. Here we go. Lapis lazuli. I don't know. Alright. Will you make Roxy too? I'm surprised you remember Roxy. I mean, if I ever can get it, like, that's... Getting a cat in this game is way harder. And getting it to be the right breed is borderline impossible. Are there even Caligos in this game? I don't think there are. Okay. See, this makes it a lot simpler. Like, it's still, you know, it's still gonna be boring, and I'm still gonna have to harvest a ton, but, you know. At least I won't have to cook it. That reminds me of when villagers were colorful, blue, pink for that logic until they changed it to bi. Yeah, they did it because they had the same logic with animals, because they were like, they wanted it to be androgynous for everything. Hey, more iron. I don't remember what their exact reasoning is. I know it's primarily because they wanted to make sense that anything could breed with anything of the same species. But, like, okay. Alright. And it wouldn't be that much more of a pain, you know. It really wouldn't. It wouldn't be that much more difficult. I don't know, maybe they just were bad at programming or something and they couldn't figure it out. You know, this basic feature that I'm sure even NES games could get right. Ah, well. They're easy to find in villages, I think. Can you tame the ones in the village? Because they usually just run away from me. Like, are those ones tameable? I didn't know that. But then again, I never tried, so I just figured they were part of the decoration. Makes sense, though. Makes sense. Let's get a bunch more stone. I am going to need regular cobble here later on, so... maybe get a little bit of cobble for that, too. Mostly just for the roof, because the roof's going to be a lot of cobble stairs. Give it that nice cathedral look, you know. Nice, nice holy ground. Nice house dedicated to God, you know. Alright. Ooh, gold! I love gold. The smell of it, the taste of it, the feel of it. Okay. Alright. One more bit there. You don't know? Ah, that's fair. Like, it would make sense. Like, I didn't know that, but that's because I never tried. I just figured it was part of the decoration, so, you know. Alright, there we go. Alright, we'll probably still need more than that. Most useful nugget. Tell me about it. I'm pretty lucky that this came out to be both Silk Touch and Unbreaking 3. Like, I was going to be happy if it was just Silk Touch, but the fact it also got Unbreaking 3, that's fantastic. Okay, let's get back to building. I'm going to do as much progress as I can that I'm going to get off the stream, because I know it's about an hour early than usual, but, you know, life's not been very nice to me. Okay. There we go. I'll leave the front side here as is for now, because I do want to make some windows here, but I don't know what to make out of it, you know? Let's make it one more shorter there, though. Okay. I know it's nighttime, unfortunately, but, you know. Okay. What's going on? What is going on? What do you mean? Oh, with life being, not the nicest to me? Don't worry about it. The one part I will be very vocal about is my finances, because, God... Like, my finances are, like, beyond the red. So, first of all, air conditioner broke a while ago. Still haven't been able to replace that. My lawnmower burst into flames. Don't forget that. My lawnmower burst into flames, and I found a replacement, but it's going to cost me $7,000. Something that I do not have and won't have for a while. So, like that's the part of my life I'm gonna be very vocal about, because, like, that's the part that's, like, the hardest. Like, man, it's absolutely insane. Like, $7,000 for a mower? Like, are you kidding me? Like, I couldn't even pay my bills on time last month. Like, this is insanity. 7,000? Yeah, 7,000. Now, granted, it's one of those big ones that are drivable. It's not like a push mower or an electric mower or anything. Like, no, you get on it and drive it like a car, so that's probably why. But, like, still, like, am I the only one who thinks that's, like, massively bloated in price? Like, am I the only one who thinks that that's just actual insanity? I think I'm doing this wrong. Oh boy. I think I did that wrong. Oh, I think I might have done that. Yeah, I'm definitely doing that wrong. Yeah, I'm doing that wrong. Oh boy. Okay. Whatever. Switch pickaxes, get some more cobblestone. Because I'm going to need a lot of stairs here. Yeah, definitely need a lot more. It's a bit unfortunate, but you know. A little bit unfortunate. Hell no, I'm not paying 7,000 exactly. So yeah, which I can't afford, and I won't be able to afford for quite some time. Like, this is something that sucks really hard about like being so financially in the red. It's like you don't have any money to spend on yourself, and it's like you don't have any time or money to spend on your hobbies. Like, there are hobbies that I want to like indulge in, but I can't because I just don't have the money. Like, it sucks so hard that, like, money is, like, what our entire society, culture, and, like, our identity as a species is built around. But, like, it is, and I hate it so much. Like, it feels like money is, like, the meaning of life to most people. And, like, it isn't, and that's just the way that humans have made it artificially. But, like, hey, that's what it feels like. Like we've made money, like, the center of our entire existence. For some reason. I get it, it's one of those things that you can't realistically have a proper answer to, because it's like, well, you know, it's just not viable for the way things are. Like, you need to have, like, trade system for resources and whatnot, but, like, it's one of those things that just has no right answer. Because, like, both sides, one way or the other, are terrible. But still, like, Christ. Without value, nothing moves. Without currency. Exactly. Like, that's what I'm saying when I say, like... That's what I'm saying when I say, like, there is no right answer for it. It's just one of those not catch-22. Catch-22 is when you need X to do Y, but Y is needed for X, yeah. But, like, it's just one of those things where it's like, there is no right answer. Like, it's gonna be a wrong answer no matter what you do. Very, very unfortunate, but it's true. The music fits so well with the obsession. Money was the worst creation of mankind. Like I said, like, it's easy to see why it's necessary, but at the same time, it's like... but at the same time, it's like society is built around it to the point where, like it's like the de facto, like... It's like the de facto, like, thing for, well, everything, you know? Okay. Let's get around here. Capitalism is not great, but so it works in the biggest amount of people. Yeah, see, I appreciate you being, like, one of the few people that I've ever met that actually, like, agrees with me on that sentiment. Like, I hate it when people blame capitalism as a whole. Like, oh, yes, it's the ideology of capitalism that's to blame here. Yeah, totally. Like, I hate it when people make that comparison. Like they sound like freaking communists when they say that. And I find it funny because most people who champion socialism and communism, most of the people who do that, most of them love to indulge in capitalistic stuff. It's like they just say shit. Like, they just like hearing themselves talk. That's the real truth here. They just like betraying themselves as being the intellectuals here. That's what they like to do. Like, they like to think that they're the righteous ones, like, they're the smart ones, like, we're the super moral intellectuals here. They'll say that, and they'll, like, critique capitalism whilst wearing their expensive clothing while sipping on Starbucks. It's just peak hypocrisy. Peak hypocrisy. Okay, how do I want this to be? Like this? Actually, yeah. Actually, why not both? Yeah, there we go. Then that way it's, like, kind of like arc-shaped. Yeah, I like that. That's pretty. For real, though, paid actor. Yeah, probably. Oh, that hurt. That would have snapped my legs in half if that were real. Okay. The music is scripted. Tell me about it. There we go. Get it right there. Music's part of the act. Yeah, definitely. I think I sound left ASF when I say that. Ah, don't worry, you don't. You sound right to me. Alright. Let's get rid of this. I had a feeling I was going to end up doing that wrong. Okay. Right to that point. There we go. Ah, wait, that was... Alright, you know what, that's fine. As long as it's not the Silk Touch one, you know? Because it would be pointless in this situation. What should I make the floor out of? Like, I want... Ow! Like, I kind of want to use pale oak, because, you know, the purity of the color white, but at the same time, most churches I've been to have stone floors. At least I think so. Like, when I think of churches, most of the time I think of stone. Like, I don't really think of wood. There's not too many that I've been to that had wood floors. You sound redstone ready? I'm like, thank you. Okay. Here we go. Ah, excellent. Okay. Gonna have to get up on the side there. Like, I don't have to put all of it down immediately, but I do want it on both sides for now until I can get more resources. Resources. Just so that... How did that do damage? That's 3 blocks. Hold on. No way 3 blocks deals damage. No way. No way. I don't know what I did differently there. Okay. Right there. Yeah. Warden ready. Aren't we all? Okay. Right about there. Woo! Okay, then right about here. That's the wrong direction there, Stair. I think you jumped. Well, not consciously, I'll tell you that much. Unconscious control. God, I miss that skill. I don't miss it, but I miss using it. I got to... Unconscious control is one of those skills in Breakers that genuinely agitates me, just because, like, it was the most unfair skill in the game. I wanted it so bad. I finally get it. Literally, like, 2 days later, they nerfed it and made it unusable. You have no idea how pissed off I was. I was so pissed off. Oh, man. Could definitely do something to make it look less flat on the front. Why'd I build a roller coaster for sheep that ends in a lava pit? I don't know. Why did you do that? That's kind of strange. What an odd thing of you to do. Let's see. I guess we can just, like do a little circle around it right here, right? For now. At least get the first row off. Like, I'm gonna need more resources, obviously, but... You know. Honestly, I think I have enough, stone bricks here. I think I have enough. So, like, I think all I need now is just a bunch of cobble. Yeah, okay, so should I make the ceiling like that? I don't know. Let's take a look at how that looks when we make the second one here. Actually, let's go ahead and do that. Okay, put it there, put it there, put it there, there. Woo! There we go. Let's head down and take a look. I would start talking about communism and socialism because of what goes on in my country, but I won't because I don't know if you're okay with it in your life. After all, it's Minecraft life and I study, yeah. Let me tell you right now, bro, I am aggressively anti-communist. Like, I'm probably the most anti-communist man you're ever gonna frickin' meet. That looks okay. Like, like, if you're gonna critique, communism, like, this is the place to do it. Like, trust me, mate. Like, I'm not gonna be... If you say anything negative about communism here, I'm not gonna say anything bad about you. Like, I'm gonna agree with you, most likely. And I hate, something else that I hate about communism? I hate how, despite the fact we have undeniable proof that it's fundamentally a flawed ideology, and I hate how, like, we have definitive, undeniable proof that it literally just does not work in any type of social structure whatsoever. And despite that, every single time a communist society collapses, or anytime you bring up these facts, the people who defend it are always like, well, that's because it wasn't real communism. Real communism's never been tried. Like, shut the fuck up, bitch. Real communism has been tried like 1,000 times, and every single communist nation has fallen. Every single one collapsed. All of them. There has not been a single exception. Like, none of them have ever prospered. Even the modern day, with modernly communistic nations, such as China and North Korea, like, do you think the people who live there are happy? Do you think the people there are like, man, I love communism. Communism's doing so good for me. It's thanks to communism that I'm doing so well. Man, thank communism for this. Thanks, Karl Marx. You're such a lovely guy. Do you think anyone says that? Fuck no. Everybody who actually endures communism hates every single second of it. They all hate it. There's never once ever been a regular, normal civilian who liked communism. They hate it. Like, people will think that you want communism, but the answer is no. They don't fucking want this. Nobody wants this. The only people who want communism are the people on top, because it's just an excuse for them to get even more. Because they're greedy, gluttonous fucks. That's why. Like, that's the problem with the elites of this world. Enough is never enough. They could literally own every single blade of grass on the entire planet, and they would immediately be investing on how to colonize other planets. Like, they could literally own every single penny on the entire planet, and they would demand more. They would demand you find more pennies for them. Like, that's how fucking evil these bastards are. Like, they're so greedy. Like, their greed is just unbelievable. Like, it's cartoonishly greedy. Like, they make Mr. Krabs look like a saint. Like, at least Mr. Krabs is funny about it, and it's supposed to be parody. But no, there are people out there who are like Mr. Krabs on crack. I wish I was joking. I wish this was a skit I was doing. But no, this is real. This is the real world we live in. There are people out there who are genuinely like that. I lived socialism, which is from communism. They ignore the history and facts. Yeah, they cover shit up, too. They try to portray their leader as an actual god amongst men. They like try to rework things. They make things sound super flowery. They make themselves sound like the bastion of civilization. Meanwhile, all their civilians are literal, actual slaves. It's amazing. Corruption and robbery is what communism is, exactly. Like, communism, like, you know how communism works? Communism can only work on, like, an actual microscopic scale. Like, quote-unquote real communism, if that's what you want to call it, that only works for literal two children on the playground fighting over a toy. That's when communism works. It only works when it's like a group of literal two people, and it's one resource that's not essential. That's it. That's all. Like, that's how it works. Like, this is the type of thing that just cannot function on a societal level. It is literally unsustainable. It does not work. Plus, you're going off the virtue and the idea that, oh yeah, the leader who has all the power and all the say, oh yeah, he'll totally stay pure this whole time. He'll totally stay true to his cause. This'll work out. Like, no. It's not gonna fucking work out. Like, you want to see the results of communism? Look at the Soviet Union. You want the results of communism? Look at China. Look at North Korea. Look at all these poor, like, literal dirt poor nations across Asia. That's the result of communism. Like people will be wearing, like, they'll be wearing jewelry, wearing their fine, high fashion clothes, sipping on Starbucks, typing away on their laptops, all doing this whilst critiquing capitalism and saying capitalism bad, communism good. They'll be glazing communism this whole time, whilst indulging in a gluttonous and lustful and greed-filled life. Yeah. Totally capitalism's fault, guys. Totally capitalism. Yep, communism is totally the way to go. Uh-huh. Tell me about it, bro. Yeah. You know, maybe it's a good thing. Maybe it's a good thing I'm making a church, because I'm preaching a lot right now. The president literally said God has made a huge part of our country. Didn't have water for dozens of years because God was sending him to do it. Yeah. Whoa! Knocked over my mic. Alright. Efficiency. I need a lot more cobble. Man, this is taking a lot. Alright. Like I can't stand people like that. Like they'll critique capitalism whilst indulging in the capitalistic lifestyle. They'll praise communism whilst never having to live under it. Like they never lived under the tyrannical boot of communism, and they'll glaze it the whole time. I can't even say the amount of shit that goes on here. Yeah. That's another thing. Communism, you're not allowed to say shit. You have no freedom whatsoever. Like, people think, yeah, it's all about equality. It's like, yeah, it's about equality, all right. You're all equally enslaved, and you're all equally poor. There you go. Like, with how much people in the United States complain about prices of stuff, and, like, how, like, oh, we can't afford stuff, and, you know, like for all the complaints people do about it, they sure do glaze communism a lot. Little do they realize that communism is what makes people poor. Like, yeah, you become equal, all right. You all become equal dirt farmers, and you'll be nothing else. You'll own nothing, and you'll be happy. And if you dare even so much as say, I don't like the government, it's off to a work camp for you. And that's a best case scenario. Most of the time, they just kill them now. Most of the time, they just get killed. But, like, you know, best case scenario, work camp. Gotta do it, or they kill you. So, what a nice ideology. It's just a fucking joke. It's absolute clown world. Total clown world. Anyone who unironically thinks that communism is good just doesn't know what communism is. Many people got arrested for their opinions online. Yeah. There is no freedom of speech in communism. You're not allowed to say anything. Like, you have to smile and nod your head and say, boy howdy, I sure do love existing exclusively off the government. I sure do love being fully dependent on the fucking government. I sure do love being a slave for the government. This is so good. I have so much freedom. I sure do love this. That's all you're allowed to say. You're not allowed to say anything else. You can't even... Oh, man. You can't even say... minor things. You can't even say things that could be interpreted as criticism, even if it's not objective criticism. Like, you're not even allowed to say, I like your action, but it could have been better. Like, you're not even allowed to say, the leader is doing great, but I wish he was doing amazing. Like, you're not even allowed to say that. Like, saying stuff like that gets you sent to death. It's not clown world, it's the devil's world. Yeah, you're right about that. It is definitely the actions of the devil. Like, I just don't understand how any sapient, real, breathing human being with a conscious, cognitive mind could ever look at communism and be like, yes, this is good, this can work. Like, I genuinely can't see how any human being could unironically do that. Any real human being, anyway. You guys ever hear of NPC theory? I didn't believe it for the longest time until the pandemic happened. And then I quickly realized, oh my gosh, like, this is real. Like, there are people in the world who are just not real. Like, there are so many NPCs in this world. Like, they just have no cognitive minds. Like, they do not have thoughts in their head. Like, when I saw a study that happened, and it said that only about 30% of people in the world have an internal monologue, I was taken back, and I was like, that's impossible. No way. Like, the idea that there are people in the world that don't have a voice in their head, I was like, I was in shock, because I was like, wait, that's not normal? That's not average? What? And I read more, and it's like, the study says only about 30% of people who conducted in the study, which was, like, mostly across the United States, but, like, only about 30% of people claimed that they could, that they had an internal monologue, that they could hear their own thoughts, that they had a voice in their head, however you want to, wow, I need a lot more cobble. Like, however you want to interpret it, you know? Like, only that small slither, and I was just beyond baffled and bewildered. Like, I can't even fathom how anyone could just not have an internal monologue. Like, what do you mean you can't picture words in your head? What do you mean you can't hear your thoughts? What do you mean you can't imagine things? What? Like, it's just, it sounds fake. Like, this sounds like... Oh, I do have a door. Like, it sounds like something that's just not feasible dash possible, and yet, nope, this is real. Man, I know many people like that. Yeah, same here. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. I'm like, how? Genuinely, how? I need to rest. Like, how in the world can anybody not have cognitive thought? Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. Like, it's just genuinely confusing and bewildering to me. How can you exist as a human being and not have internal monologue? You know? It doesn't make sense. Can you make anyone's voice in your head say something? I don't know, but I know my brain functions on another like wavelength, literally, because I'm autistic, but like the fact that like I learned that not everyone has an internal monologue, and not only does it not everyone, but like it's the majority of the planet. I was like if it didn't feel real. Genuinely did not feel real, you know? People like that can be in auto mode indefinitely. Exactly. Like, it explains why so many people around the world just blindly obey whatever the TV says. It definitely explains why so many people around the world, like, don't even have, like, reasonable arguments for their ideas or ideology or anything. Like, it explains why so many people around the world just kind of go along with the thing, you know? It's just like it's so like it was a genuinely scary thing. Like you know how like a lot of people like to do like scary facts sometimes. Well, that was a scary fact that I learned. The fact that the majority of the planet is not even conscious. The majority of the planet does not have a soul. The majority of people on this planet don't have cognitive minds. Hey, my cat jumped up here. Hello. And it's like, thank you for knocking over that empty soda bottle. Thank you for that. It's like, it's just genuinely scary. Like I could, like, even just simply hearing that not everyone has it, I was like, what? Because it's like trying to explain, like, oh, not everybody, can think, you know? Which, you know, I guess that kind of goes hand in hand. And, like, that alone would have been, like, really baffling to me. Hey, cat, no, get off that. Don't jump on the tower. You're gonna jump on the computer tower and shut it off. Like, that alone would have been scary enough, but the fact that it's the majority of the planet, not just some... TV here, man. God, I would need to be in a call to explain it. I'm Brazilian. I'm so sorry to hear that. That all makes sense now. That makes sense. Like, with your stances and stuff, yeah, now it makes sense. Like, you have to live through that, and I'm very sorry. I've seen some of the stuff from your country, and, I am very sorry. Genuinely unsettling. It may explain why it feels like we're devolving. Yeah. Like, and it's not like it's like, it's kind of weird because, like, there's people I've met, and, like, it feels like the majority of people I've met who do have cognitive thought, that are capable of abstract thinking, like, it feels like those ones, like, are usually the ones with, like, proper, like, opinions and, like, genuine, like, viewments on society and etc. etc. Like people who like share my viewpoints is what I'm trying to say. And no, I don't mean that in like the mean, oh, you need to you need to be on my side in order for me to see you as a human being. No, I mean like it's just like coincidentally, not coincidentally, we all know why, but like it feels like anybody who has actual genuine cognitive thoughts is often right-leaning, or at the very least traditional leaning, like minimum. You know? It's alright, man. God is always with the good. Yeah, that's exactly right. It's like I don't know, like that was just something that just blew me away. Like, to learn that the majority of the planet is not even cognitive. The majority of the planet are just literal zombies. Just genuinely unsettling. Like they're just golems. They're NPCs. Like that's just mind-boggling to me. It's just, man. Like, I ain't a believer in soapyism. I think that's how you pronounce the ideology anyway. Like, I'm not a believer in soapyism, but, like, learning that the majority of the planet is not even conscious / cognitive is... wow. The situation is so bad I couldn't even afford an Easter egg. Motherfucker, the price is the... Easter eggs being the price of jewelry. This is just straight up theft. Like, this is just straight up theft. This is just bull. Man, everything just sucks now. Okay. Maybe I could put like a bell tower right there, you know? Like put some glass right there, put like a little bell. It obviously won't be grand or anything, but you know, I could put it there. Ring it every now and then. That'd be kind of cool. Yeah, if you ring a bell on a certain frequency for long enough, it actually has healing properties. Bet you guys didn't know that. Oh, come on. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna finish the roof and then call it a stream. I'm already about 30 minutes later than I was going to be. But I got caught up talking, and I do like talking about stuff that I have viewpoints on, you know? Especially like the ones where it feels like YouTube's gonna send a pipe bomb to me for... Especially the type of stuff where it feels like YouTube's gonna send me a pipe bomb just for, you know, talking words, because, you know, you're not allowed to say things. They always say it's to combat misinformation, or it's to protect and like, prevent hate, but, like, no, it's never been about that. It's never even once been about that. It's always been about control and power. That's all they care about. Control and power. I almost fell. I almost fell. Aw, man. I keep forgetting to bring this thing up here with me. Okay, I really should do that. Okay. And perfect amount. Let's bring that up with me just in case. Probably didn't need to make that many, but, you know. Hey, I got extras if I want to make a roof of something else some other time, you know? Which more likely will be a thing. Ah, I should have gotten cobble for this. Oh, my bad. Oh well. Get all this. I don't know, maybe I should leave that for the next one, or just do it now. I can just do it now, why not? We'll worry about lighting it up and decorating on the inside later. But the inside will be next episode. For now, we're gonna finish the roof. I don't know, maybe I should use slabs. No. Okay, well, I had 50 left. Oh, okay, yeah, that was grossly overestimated. I did not need that many. Oh, well, it happens. Alright, let's get some more cobblestone. And then the outside roof will be done. I know there's two gaping holes in the side and the front there, but you know. Alright, man, good one. Thank you, thank you. I know there's, man, my stream is delayed, like, by, like, 30 seconds, damn. But, yeah, like, we're gonna finish that. Like, I know I have that in the front there, but, like, I'm trying to think of, like, what I want it to be like, you know? Because I'm still not really sure. Like, I kind of want two regular windows there, and, like, the two windows can, represent something. I'm not sure what it could represent, though. Maybe Joseph and Mary, Adam and Eve, mankind as a whole, and something else? I don't know. Not really sure. Like, I want, like, bare windows to represent something, but I'm not sure what. Ended up more here than studying. I mean, hey, at least you enjoyed the content, you know? I think I'm just typing slow. I don't know. Like, I know for a fact my stream is delayed from, like, what I see chat-wise and what it's actually recording. Because, like, I can see a little recording right there when I set it up. So I can see that, you know? I think, like, I don't know how much it's delayed by, because it's a bit inconsistent. Like, sometimes it's delayed by, like, sometimes it's delayed by, like, 10 seconds. In Breakers, it's by, like, 20, and here I think it's, like, 30, but I think that's just because it's, like, a different format. Because, here in Minecraft, I get the format where it's set up to be, like, record full screen when in full screen mode. If I minimize it, the whole thing will, like, you know, be like that. That was a good talk with you, man. I appreciate it. You too. You too. You definitely end up being the one I end up engaging with the most. Okay, I want this to be even before I go, so let me think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then right here would be the center, so... Okay, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if I put one right here at 5, that'd be 3 apart. 4 right there. Yeah, it's not going to be 100% because it's not like an even number, but pretty good, pretty good. Say something once you see this message. Something. To be fair, I wasn't staring at chat there. I was focused up here, so that one might be a bit on me. That one might be a bit delayed. I could use... Never mind. Yeah, fair. Okay, so... I could probably, like, even this out right here on this side, but... I'll think about that later. For now, let's take a look at how this looks. Okay. Alright, so we're going to put something here. A little something for us. Alright. I think this can be evened out a bit. 7-ish seconds. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. It's probably around 10. I'm just not paying attention. Because I'm focusing on, like, what's in front of me. I want to make that look a bit better. I'll find a way. But, like, for now, not bad. Not bad. We can make the inside look better. Light it up. You know? Got all the archangels here. We got the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. Alright, looking good. I should make a chandelier or something there. Maybe make a second steps up there. Like a balcony right there with the bell. Make like a ladder to reach it right there. Yeah, that can work. Alright, so hope you guys liked this stream here. If you like my content and want to see more and help support me, please do. I'm very deeply financially in the red. Click the link in the description down below. Donate to my PayPal. And we'll see you in the next one. Ow! Damn! Cat jumped up on my arm. Hi. Hi. Hello. Zebroli and his disastrous consequences on Worm's speech. Where do you think you're going? Okay, that zombie's coming, so I better wrap it up.